What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you tune into the channel and check out the content. With that being said, man, I want to talk about the last that game that Bronny James started, man, when he against the who was the Milwaukee Bucks. He started the game. Now, before the game, when they announced that Bronny James was starting, I thought maybe, I didn't believe it. I thought maybe it was, people was, how the internet is, like they put stuff on there and things don't be true. And so I didn't believe it. Because like I don't, I was like, why would the Lakers start Bronny James? It just didn't make no sense to me. But anyway, they started him. Um, the Lakers still won that game. But and I was thinking, and he had a terrible game. He didn't look good at all. And I was thinking, like, why would they start Bronny James? And knowing that he's not even good enough to be in the league, but now you have him starting an NBA game. And the only thing I could really come up with is this: they really setting Bronny James up for failure, right? And I guess because whenever you all right, so what Bronny James, I think he had a 4-year, 3-year or 4-year contract. And when that contract is up, if Bronny James wanted to go somewhere else and play, this right here, this game right here is going to be the game, the film that they're going to use to sink Bronny James. That's just like they're saying, like, you're always, anytime you're in a game, you're auditioning for your next job. Especially for most players, like you don't know if you're gonna be on this team for the next year. So you want to perform to your best because you're auditioning for the other teams around the league. And when they put this kind of film out there about Bronny James, it's not going to help his case at all. Let me see. I'm trying to think what his stats was, man, because I think he had like 0 points. Let me see. I think he had, all right, 0 points, 1 rebound, and 1 assist. And it's just like you can't do anything positive with that type of performance. Like in the only start that you got, that's all you came up with: 0 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. And like I said, you auditioning. And so when like as a coach, JJ Redick know as a coach that Bronny James is not qualified to be in there, then you allow him to start. And so you're you're admitting that you're putting on display that Bronny James has no value. Like when his contract is up and over with, the Lakers won't be able to get anything for him. They won't, I mean, it's just going to expire. It's going to be over with, and they may even buy Bronny James out, depending on when LeBron James retire. So if LeBron James retire before Bronny James' contract is up, then they'll probably just buy him out because I think he only got like a 7 million. I can't say only, but he do have a $7 million deal. And for them, it probably won't be worth it to hold on to him because he's no help to them. So they're gonna buy that out. If LeBron James retire after this year, whatever time Bronny James has left on his contract, just gonna buy him out and send him on about his way. And so with that, because they know they can't get anything for him, I think Giannis, what's Giannis? I don't know Giannis Antetokounmpo. I don't know his brother's name, right? But there's better film on him than there is Bronny James. You know, and so that's why I have to think that these guys just set Bronny James up to fail. Um, you're letting everybody else around the league know that he has no value because of his performance. Number one, and so the Lakers, like I said, they realize they're not going to be able to get anything for him. No trade. Um, no, it's not like they're going to renegotiate a new contract. That's not going to work out. So Yeah, they just set him up for failure. You put this horrible performance out there of him. So I don't know if and I'm wondering if LeBron James see it that way. You know, maybe he don't. He probably just proud that his son had the opportunity to start a professional basketball game. But yeah, that right there, man, I think was just the nail in Bronny James. That was just the nail in the coffin because when you put that kind of film out there about somebody else, about about Bronny, that just let him know that he don't have any value. They're gonna buy his contract out if LeBron James retire before his contract is up. They're gonna buy him out and send him on his way. And that's basically going to be it for him, man. And also, I want to I'm waiting for the day that Bronny James lead that team because I want to see what their, especially JJ Redick. I want to see like what his statements are going to be, what his comments are going to be, because right now he's speaking like Bronny earned everything. He's saying everything positive. So I want to see what their statements, what his public statement is going to be when it's time to separate itself from Bronny James, man, because this situation is crazy. Like I said, team they don't even play him, So basically, and I'm surprised that the Lakers even won that game because it was basically 4-on-5. The entire time that Bronny James was out there, it was 4-on-5. They just don't play him. They don't respect this jumper, and if he try to penetrate, then he gonna get his shot blocked. So he definitely don't belong out there. They don't respect him, and and this just goes a long way to proving that Bronny James do not belong in the league, and the Lakers just help. They just help prove that that he don't belong in the league. So they basically not that Bronny James didn't really kill his own career by his performance out there. Even I don't care if he get in the game with 2 minutes left or a minute left, but to start him and give him quality minutes, I don't know what's going on with the NBA. I don't understand it. I remember back in the day, man, watching some guys that came from college that was, in my opinion, were really good basketball players and couldn't even stick. Who was a guy? A guy came from Temple. You, Mark Macon. I remember watching Mark Macon as a freshman, man, and then when he tore it up for the Temple Owls, he was bad, and he really couldn't stick in the NBA. Who else was really good and didn't have a really good NBA career? Sherman Douglas came out of Syracuse. In my opinion, he didn't have the type of career that I thought he was going to have at that, in the NBA. I remember a guy named David Rivers. David Rivers was at Notre Dame, man. The guy had a big afro, man. I think he's probably like about a 6'2" guard, man. Oh man, he was smooth as I don't know what. And David Rivers, couldn't stick in the league back in the day. He went to the Lakers too, but all those guys was way better than this guy, man. And they didn't even stick, not for long. They didn't last for long. And they had outstanding college careers. David Rivers, like I said, David Rivers played for Notre Dame. Mark Macon played for the Temple Owls. And who else did I mention? Dave Rivers, Mark Macon. Oh, Sherman Douglas came from Syracuse. That was Sherman Douglas, man, was a New York boy, man. Man. And those guys at college, man, they had outstanding careers and couldn't make it, So now you got this guy, Bronny James. To me, it's just crazy. But like I said, he won't be in there long after his father's gone. It'll be all over with. And his last start right here just don't help his case. So if he was trying to make this a career, that didn't help at all. Um, so that's my take on it, man. Y'all make sure to like and subscribe. Also, don't forget to leave a comment, and I'll check you all out in the next video. Peace.